one of the most exciting new developments to space carved out just south of Armour Road. So are we still in North Kansas City or are we on a beach? Kansas City is a very unique and interesting place. Not only do we have two Kansas Cities, one located in Missouri, the other in Kansas, but then we have North Kansas City, which is its own incorporated city just north of the river. It has a much smaller footprint, coming in at just under 5 square miles, and it's one of the unique places that you can find both walkability and affordability within the metro. And today we're gonna take you around, show you what the vibe is here in North Kansas City, show you everything from the real estate to the unique things to do here. And stick around to the very end because we're gonna show you one of the newest additions to North Kansas City as well. Stay tuned. So I actually didn't know this, but North Kansas City was the first industrial residential community in the entire Midwest. But when you think about the location, it really makes sense because we're butted up to the river. And today, the location is really one of the biggest draws to living here. Think about it. We're just across the river from downtown Kansas City, and it's not quite in the Northland. So you have this perfect mixture of the urban vibe of downtown Kansas City and the more relaxed vibe of suburban in the Northland. Today, one of the biggest draws to living in North Kansas City is its location. We're really close to a lot of major hubs within Kansas City. Again, right across the river from North Kansas City, the River Market, Berkeley Riverfront Park, which is booming with development right now in the Casey Current Stadium. You have a lot of casinos around here if you're into that sort of thing. And then we're 10 minutes from Parkville and English Landing Park, which is overlooking the Missouri River. It's one of my favorite parks in all of Kansas City. But then we're only 15 minutes from the airport. So it really is one of the best locations in the entire metro. So we're here on Armour Road, which is the main artery for North Kansas City. And in 2018, the city kicked off a major transformation of this streetscape with the installation of the Gateway Monument. It not only serves as the main entrance to North Kansas City, but this streetscape project really transformed the downtown area as a whole. Armour Road used to be known for crashes and barriers for pedestrians and people who are biking. So they installed designated bike lanes. They updated all of the streetscape with landscaping and made safer pedestrian crosswalks. And so now it's more of a vibrant area and really more enjoyable for the residents of North Kansas City, and really is a huge attribute to the overall vibe of living here. All right, we're here in the heart of the historic downtown of North Kansas City, and to me, this is one of the biggest draws to living here. You have these beautiful historic buildings that are preserved. It's like stepping back in time. It kind of reminds me of Brookside almost, and they're filled with these local businesses. Take Chapels, for example. This is a sports bar, but it's also a museum, and it was recognized by Sports Illustrated as a must-see for sports fans. Every square inch of the walls in here is filled with sports memorabilia. You have everything from boxing gloves signed by Muhammad Ali to a baseball signed by Babe Ruth, and then tons of local sports memorabilia that you won't find anywhere else in the city. I've also heard that the food is very good, so make sure you check them out when you're in North Kansas City. We're here at Screenland Armor Theater. It's one of my favorite movie theaters in all of Kansas City because it's an independent theater. So they show everything from foreign flicks to indie films alongside mainstream movies. So you can really see it all here. Just the other night they were playing Clueless. You can also rent out the theater. So for my son's birthday, we rented out a theater. We brought our Xbox and our Nintendo Switch. We played Fortnite, Call of Duty for hours on the big screen. It's really a cool experience. Now, Screenland Armor also hosts backyard movie nights on Saturday during the warmer months at sunset. So you can bring your lawn chair, they serve booze and food. And then while you're here, be sure to check out Rewind Video and Dive. It's this local dive bar and a retro-themed video game spot where you can go get craft cocktails and a perfect way to end the night after watching a movie here in the back alley of Screenland Armor. Isn't North Kansas City pretty awesome? Are you considering moving there? Well, this is a good time to remind you that my name's Kyle Talbot. I'm a local realtor here in Kansas City, and my team and I, we specialize in relocation, but we also help people buy, sell, and invest here in Kansas City. So if you check any of those boxes whatsoever, we would love to assist you. Shoot us a call, text, email, day or night, or download the free relocation guide in the description below, and let's get you back out to North Kansas City. Now, another great perk to living in North Kansas City is its parks and green spaces. We're in the largest of the three main parks here in North Kansas City. This is Mackin Park, and it's quite impressive considering that North Kansas City is less than 5 square miles. This is a 60-acre park. We're just a few blocks north of Armour Road, and you have multiple baseball diamonds, walking paths, shelters, 2 playgrounds, so it's a great space to just get outdoors and enjoy nature. Then in the heart of the historic downtown area, we have Dag Park, which features an amazing splash pad. It's great for cooling off on a hot summer day like this. And then for your furry friends, they didn't forget about you either, because they have Wagon Trail Dog Park. It's a 4.5-acre park with obstacles, walking paths, and 2 designated areas for small and large dogs. So you really have it all as far as green space and outdoor space here in North Kansas City. So are we still in North Kansas City, or are we on a beach? We got a tiki bar right behind us in the Iron District. So this is a really cool spot in the middle of the business district here in North Kansas City. It's kind of like its own little micro city, and it's open fully from May to October. And all of these repurposed shipping containers house local eateries and businesses. So if you're looking for a funky night out, you can really come out here and enjoy this little outdoor haven. The atmosphere is perfect for a date night or for families because they have all of these outdoor games. They have Jenga over here, they have cornhole. So if you want to bring the family and just hang out. And on Thursday through Saturday, they have different themed nights. So Thursday is trivia night, Friday they have a DJ, and on Saturday they have live music. So it's really a great spot to come after work and enjoy a couple of cocktails and a burger over at Iron Burger, or if you want to just spend the afternoon hanging out here. We have this great vantage point from up here on the upper deck. Now they also have some local boutique shops here as well. There's a spot called Madhouse where I actually got this hat from a local crafter here in Kansas City called the Sandlot. So, you know, you could come here and just really make a day out of it, hang out, listen to some live music, eat some great food, and then support your local businesses by buying some local merch. All right, so now we're at the One North development, which is arguably the biggest development to take place in North Kansas City over the last couple of decades. It's located on the far east side of North Kansas City, and it's a mixed-use space filled with residential apartments like the one behind me. We're in the backyard at One North. And then we have some hotels. There's a new Starbucks over here, an old Chicago. And then coming in down this winding road is pretty cool because they have these designated bike paths that lead down to Armour Road. And you could shoot that into the historic downtown area. So you kind of have it all right here. But if you're looking for an apartment space, this is a good spot. Now, one of the things that's been going on with this $217 million development is the developers were supposed to add a grocery store. They didn't hit their deadline, so North Kansas City pulled the plug on that developer, and they're looking for somebody else to fill the void because North Kansas City is considered a bit of a food desert, and the grocery store is a pivotal part to this development. So they're working to get that done, even if they have to find somebody else to do it. But it's about 70% built out. There's gonna be a 70,000 square foot Genesis Health Club and an aerial park here shortly down the road. In addition to the One North development, the Royals could still end up here in North Kansas City. So back in September of 2023, the Royals came out with 2 different site locations, one just south of Armour Road here in North Kansas City and the other in the East Village. They ultimately picked the Crossroads, which we know how that turned out. But The development here in North Kansas City was actually pretty cool. The renderings I really liked. It was a 90-acre site. It would have included a full entertainment district, some residential units, and a North Kansas City Central Park with a venue so they could do concerts and events and stuff like that. So the North Kansas City Royals doesn't necessarily have a bad ring to it. Let's dive into the real estate market here in North Kansas City because it's quite unique. You have everything from detached single family homes like these shotgun bungalows in this 20 square block neighborhood just south of Armour Road. And then you have apartments and townhomes. So it really gives off a dense urban suburban vibe. And the median home price over the last year in North Kansas City is just $265,000. Now, the houses are a little bit smaller, but they're perfect for first-time home buyers. Take this single family home behind me, for example. This is a shotgun bungalow. A client of mine purchased it back in February for $185,000. They did a complete remodel, opened up the kitchen, really did a fantastic job with it. But what makes it unique is each bedroom has its own ensuite bathroom, and then they added a third bathroom for guests, and it even has a detached one-car garage. So this is just a good example of the type of housing that you can get here. So whether you're looking for a detached single-family home or a first-time home buyer, an investor, or maybe you just want an apartment in a walkable area that's close to downtown, well then North Kansas City might be a great option for you. One of the newest and most exciting additions to North Kansas City is the Rabbit Hole. So this is an immersive, interactive children's museum that's brought works of literature to life, literally. It opened in March in this former 150,000 square foot warehouse space by the former owners of the Reading Reptile in Brookside. And it's a unique space that you won't find anywhere else in the city. So one of my kids' favorite bedtime stories is Goodnight Moon. I think it starts out in the great green room, there's a telephone, and they've actually recreated that great green room inside of the Rabbit Hole, which is just one of the immersive exhibits inside of the museum, and they're interactive. So you can bring the kiddos here and just let them run wild and have a great time playing on the exhibits. And it's even good for the adults as well because these are old stories. Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein was one of my favorites growing up. And then they have this huge bookstore inside where you can stop in and grab a book on your way out. North Kansas City is a pretty cool spot. If you're looking to buy, sell, or relocate to North KC or really anywhere in the metro, my team and I would love to assist you. So shoot us a call, text, email. And what if you're looking for something maybe in South KC and you're undecided about north of the river, south of the river? Well, then you're gonna wanna check out this next video where I compared the key differences between North KC and South KC. We'll see you on the next video.